So go ahead and set up in your child's pose. You can have your knees separate a little bit wider apart and have your feet touching together, your big toes touching together. And your choice if you want to stretch your arms forward, resting the palms onto your mat, or gently reach your arms back to the outsides of the legs with your palms facing up. And whichever position you choose, let your shoulders be soft and let your face be relaxed. Feel an unclenching of your jaw. You can softly let the eyes relax close and just let your belly be soft as well. In these first few moments of stillness, allow yourself to create space from the day that's happened so far and then the day that you have left. And see if you can allow yourself to create a little bit more space between the thoughts. And in our yoga practice, just learning to find that pause in between where we can connect fully to the present moment. And one great way of doing that is by connecting to the breath, something that's always currently happening. You'll start to notice your breath here, just watching the breath as it travels in and out of the body, the way that the breath moves the body. And then start to keep your lips sealed and take your breaths nice and smooth in through the nose and out through the nose to create the Ujjayi breath, that slightly audible breath like the sound of an ocean wave. And try to match the length of the inhale and the exhale, just balancing the length of the inhale and the exhale. And with this connection to breath and presence, creating space and stillness in the body. If you'd like to invite in an intention for your practice, feel free to set one, any positive thought for yourself or for anyone else who might need it. And if your arms aren't already there, go ahead and reach your arms forward and spread through your fingers wide, press into your palms and place your palms shoulder distance apart or even a tiny bit wider. Feel yourself firmly pressing down into the palms. You'll activate into the arms and the triceps. You'll feel your wrists and forearms lift off of your mat. And stay here active in the arms. And then on your next inhale, just start to rise up to your hands and knees onto all fours into your tabletop position. And tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. From your downward dog, walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Come into a forward fold at the back of our space. We're gonna rise up halfway 3 times. Inhale, heart forward, shoulders draw back. Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold it back down. 2 more times. Inhale, drawing the heart forward, shoulders draw back. Exhale and fold. And 1 more, rising up halfway, heart forward. Exhale, fold it back down. And then rise all the way up to standing. Circle your arms up, touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. And exhale, bring your hands down in front of the heart space. Inhale, sweeping your arms up, lifting up through the body. And exhale, hinge at your hips, fold in. Rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold, and keep your core engaged. You're gonna walk your hands all the way forward into your plank position. Shoulders over the wrists, heels drawing back, belly hugging in. I'm just starting with some core strengthening here. You can stay here. You can come into a modified plank with your knees touching down. If you want a little bit more work, you're gently going to tap your right toes off of your mat to the right side. Keep your hips balanced and then bring the toes back onto your mat. And we'll just alternate sides. Take your left toes off and then bring them back. Just try to keep your hips nice and balanced, nice and steady. Do this side to side. We'll be here for about 30 more seconds, whether you're on your just holding a plank with your knees down, or doing these taps. Just stay nice and steady. Make sure you're breathing. We're also really warming up the arms here, the shoulders here. We're really engaged, especially through the lower belly. Stay with it, the breath. In just about 10 more seconds, just stay with it as if time's not an issue. And pressing the earth away, keeping your core engaged, and just doing those steady controlled movements or finding your stillness. And come back through center to your plank, and then lift your hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. And from here, walk your feet all the way forward up to your hands, coming up to a forward fold at the top of our space. Rise up halfway with an inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold back down. And rise all the way up to standing, circling your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top. And exhale, bring your hands down in front of the heart space. And from here, lace up your fingers, and then press your palms down, reach them forward, and then all the way up towards the sky. So you're pressing into your feet and pressing your palms up towards the sky. We're gonna rotate your chest towards the right side. So just feel this twist. And then see if it feels okay to lean your arms, your chest, and the back of your head back a little bit. So stretching through the front side of the body. And if you lean back a little bit, bring your chest back upright and come back through center. Take a moment, pressing into the feet, press up through the palms. Rotate your chest towards the left side, still grounding into the feet, pressing the arms up. You can lean back a little bit if that feels okay. Feel that stretch into the shoulders, into the chest. And keep breathing. If you lean back, come back upright and just come back through center. Drop your arms down alongside the body. Turn your palms to face forward. We're gonna sit down into a chair pose, feet together or feet about hip distance apart. Reach the arms forward and up alongside the ears. And as you're reaching up through the fingertips, still keep your shoulders soft. Take one more inhale. Good, exhale, fold it down. Good, rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold. Keep your right foot in front. Take a big step back with your left foot. Lower your left knee down and rise up to your low crescent, sweeping up through the arms, through the chest, through the fingertips. Good. Exhale, lean your heart forward and sweep your arms back. Pull your lower belly in. 2 more times. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, heart forward, sweep the arms back. 1 more, reaching the arms up. And this time as you lean the heart forward, reach the arms back, tuck your back toes and lift your back knee up. So here we are, hovering in with our chest drawing forward, back leg engaged, steady breaths in and out. Try to stack your right knee directly over the heel. Good, reach your arms all the way forward alongside the ears, still hovering your chest forward, steady through the breath. Palms face towards each other, slightly rotating up. Good, 1 more inhale. And then from here, bring the left hand down, circle your right arm back, and then reach it all the way up towards the sky. So we're open up towards this twist to your right. Keep your back leg pressing straight. And then reach your right arm forward alongside the ear. We're just gonna make a couple of circles, stretching into the right shoulder, circle it back, back up towards the sky, bring it forward again. 1 more big circle. And reach your arm up towards the sky, circle it forward. This time take your hand down to your mat, step it back to plank position with control. Shift forward in your plank by pressing into the balls of the feet. Use your knees if you need to lower slowly all the way to the belly with control. Good, toes point back, hands are by your low ribs. Press into the tops of the feet, rise to cobra, opening up through the chest. And exhale, gently release back down. 2 more gentle back bends. Inhale, lifting through the heart. And gently release. 1 more with the breath. Inhale and lift. And gently release back down. Engage your core, tuck your toes. Press up to plank with or without the use of your knees. Lift the hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. And from your downward dog, inhale to lift the heels high. Keep your heels lifted, bend your knees, look between your palms. Walk, step, or float your feet up to your hands. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down. And rise all the way to stand, sweep your arms up, touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And back to chair, bend your knees, sweep your arms up, sit down low. And steady breaths here. And lower belly hugging in, lower ribs hugging in. See if you can sit your hips down a little bit deeper. Still keeping your chest lifted high. 1 more inhale, breath. Exhale, fold it forward. Rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold. And now keep your left foot in front. Take a big step back with your right foot. Lower your right knee down to your mat. Rise up through the fingertips, through the arms to your low crescent. And steady full breaths here. And take another inhale, reaching up high. Exhale, heart forward, sweep your arms back alongside the body. Inhale, reach your arms up. And again, heart forward, sweep the arms back. 1 more, inhale, reaching the arms up. And as you exhale, you're gonna bring your arms back, tuck your back toes and lift your right knee off of your mat. So you're hovering your chest forward, back leg is engaged, pressing back through the right heel. Steady breaths here, strong core, open through the chest. And start to sweep your arms forward alongside the ears. Reach through the fingertips. Keep your legs strong and stay with your breath. Strengthening the back muscles, strengthening the core. Take one more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, we're going to sweep your hands down, plant your right palm, circle your left arm back. Take it all the way up to the sky. Now we're opening up into this twist. We're going to make those big circles with your left arm. So stretch your left arm forward alongside the ear. Circle it down, reach it all the way back. Couple more big circles. And your next time you reach your arm up, start to circle it forward, plant your palm down, step it back to plank with control. Vinyasa or downward dog, lowering slow, toes point back, rise to cobra or upward dog, pressing your arms straight, floating the thighs. Tuck your toes, exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. Steady breaths here. And so have your feet about hip distance, hands about shoulder distance, spreading through the fingers, planting into the palms and grounding into the bottoms of the feet. Finding the strong downward dog. And walk, step or float your feet up to your hands, back up to your forward fold at the top. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold it back down. And rise all the way to stand. Sweep your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. And exhale, hands to heart space. Surya A, flowing with the breath. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, fold it in. Rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold, step it back to plank or hop it back, chaturanga, moving through with control. Rise to your back bend on your inhale. And exhale, lift your hips all the way up and back into your downward dog. Steady breaths in your downward dog. And just remember throughout your practice, you can always skip vinyasas if you want to conserve some energy, or if you want to take it a little easier on your shoulders. You can go straight into your downward dog. And walk, step or float your feet up to your hands, back up to your forward fold at the top of our space. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold it back down. All the way to stand, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart space. A couple more rounds. Inhale, sweeping your arms up. Exhale and fold it forward. Rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold, step it back or float it back. Vinyasa or downward dog. And in your downward dog, ground through the hands and feet, find your breath. Walk, step, or float it up to the top. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold it back down. Rising all the way to stand, sweeping your arms up, touching palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, hands to heart space. One more round, inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale and fold it forward. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold, step it back or float it back. Vinyasa or straight back into your downward dog. We'll cut this round short and end in our downward dog. We'll all meet up here. Just take a full breath in through the nose and softly sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. So we're gonna work on some twists and also warming up the shoulders a little bit more. So from your downward dog, shift forward to your plank position, shoulders over your wrists. And then you're gonna press your hips up and back to downward dog and reach your right hand to the outside of your left ankle or left calf. So reaching it underneath, go for that twist. Big hamstring stretch as well. Bring your right hand down, we're gonna shift back to your plank position, shoulders over your wrists. And then shift the hips back, reach your left hand to the outside of your right ankle or calf, maybe even the outside of the knee. And we're just gonna do that with the breath. So hands down, shift your shoulders forward. Hips up and back, right hand to the outside of your left leg. Hands down, shift your shoulders forward. Press your hips back, reach the outside of your right leg. 2 more in each side, just moving with your breath. One more on each side, shifting forward, shifting back. And next time you come into your plank pose, pause here. And then start to walk your feet forward. And as you walk your feet forward, try to keep your legs as straight as you can. Lift your hips up as high as you can.
So feel this stretch into the hamstrings and work your core to bring your feet as close as possible into your forward fold at the top. Take a moment, relax your head and neck down. Rise up halfway, flat spine. Exhale and fold it back down. You're gonna rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, bring your hands down in front of the heart space. And balance on your right foot and hug your left knee about to the level of your hip and flex through the left foot. So the top of your left thigh and the bottom of your left foot is parallel to the ground. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lead your heart forward and reach back through your left heel into a warrior three. We'll just be here for a round of breath in and out. And start to softly bend into your right knee. Take a big step back with the ball of the left foot. Land it softly. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Good. Exhale, lean your heart forward, sweep your arms back. And then spin your left heel down. We're gonna open up to warrior two. Circle your left arm all the way back behind you. Inhale, reach it back to reverse warrior. And exhale into a twist. Take your left hand down, lift your left heel up and reach your right arm up to the sky. Pause here. You're stretching your arms across from each other, keeping your back leg pressing straight. And take one more inhale. Maybe you can turn your gaze up towards your right thumb. Exhale, bring your right hand down. Step it back to plank with control. Keep your core engaged. Vinyasa or downward dog. And walk, step, or float your feet up to your hands, back up to your forward fold. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down. And rise all the way up to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top of the breath. And exhale, hands to the heart. Good, balance on your left foot. Bring your right knee about to the level of the hip and flex through the right foot. Steady breaths here. And take one more inhale breath. Exhale, slowly kick your right heel back, lean your heart forward into your warrior three. Try to keep your hips level back, strong. One more inhale breath. Exhale, big step back, land the ball of the foot down, reach your arms up towards the sky, high crescent. Exhale, heart forward, sweep your arms back. Spin your back heel down, open up to your warrior two. And reach it back to reverse warrior. And circle your hands all the way down, plant your right palm, lift your right heel up and sweep your left arm up to the sky. We're just gonna pause and breathe here in this twist. And steady, full breaths in and out. If it doesn't bother your neck, maybe you can turn your gaze up towards your left thumb. Take one more inhale. And exhale, bring your left palm down, step it back to plank position. Vinyasa or downward dog. And from your downward dog, walk, step, or float it up to the hands, back to your forward fold. Rise up halfway, exhale and fold it back down. And rise all the way to standing, circling your arms up, touching our palms overhead at the top of the breath. And exhale, bring your hands down to the heart space. And balance again on your right foot. Bring your left knee about to the level of the hip. Flex through the left foot. And take an inhale here. Exhale, heart forward, sweep back through the left heel, warrior three. And one more inhale breath in your balance. Exhale, big step back. Reach your arms up towards the sky, high crescent. Good, exhale, heart forward, sweep the arms back alongside the body. This time, reach your arms back up towards the sky, back to your high crescent. Now touch your palms, bring your hands through the heart space. We're gonna twist to the right, take your left elbow to the outside of the knee. Keep your back leg pressing straight, press your right palm into the left to help revolve your chest open, and breathe fully in your twist. And as you're twisting, maybe you can exhale a little bit more deeply to feel that energy of ringing out through the body. We're gonna rise back up through center. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Inhale, reach it back to reverse warrior. And this round, half moon. You could use your block underneath your right hand, or just reach your right fingertips in front of your right foot. Left leg lifts, left arm lifts. And check your gaze. You can keep it down to help you balance. You can challenge looking towards the side wall, or maybe again, turn that gaze up towards the left thumb. And steady, full breaths here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, big step back, reverse warrior. Bend into the front knee. Reach your arms all the way back. Circle your hands back down, back into that twist. Plant your left palm, lift your left heel up, take your right arm up to the sky. So you can stay here in this twist. Some of you might like to take a version of side plank. You can roll to the outer edge of your left foot. You can use your right foot like a kickstand, stack the feet, stagger the feet, maybe even float your right leg. Your choice of where you take this. Keep the core strong, keep breathing. Okay, take your right arm, stretch it all the way forward alongside the ear. And slowly back to your plank position with control. Full breaths in and out. Your choice, vinyasa or downward dog. And walk, step, or float your feet up to your hands, coming up to your forward fold. Rise up halfway. Exhale, fold it back down. All the way to stand. Sweep your arms up. Touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. Exhale, bring your hands to the heart space. Now grounding into your left foot, bring your right knee back to the level of the hip. Flex through the right foot. And take an inhale, nice tall spine. Exhale, warrior three. Find length, take another inhale. Then exhale, big step back, high crescent, plant the ball of the foot down, reach your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, heart forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, back up to high crescent, sweeping the arms up, touch your palms. Bring the hands through the heart center, take that deep twist to your left. Right elbow to the outside of the knee. Pressing your palms together to help revolve the chest open. Back leg stays active. And deep full breaths in and out. Good. Keep your legs nice and stable. We're coming back up through center, high crescent. Reach the arms up. Good. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Inhale, reach it back to reverse warrior. And then into your balance, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Shift your left fingertips in front of your left foot. Right arm reaches up, right leg reaches up. Opening up, finding breath. And shift your gaze if you'd like. And take one more inhale, expand across all of your limbs. Exhale, big step back, reverse warrior. Find that nice long stretch back. Then circle your hands down. You're gonna plant your right palm underneath the shoulder, lift your right heel up, twist open, facing towards the left. You can stay in this twist or come to a version of side plank, Vashisthasana. Nice and stable wherever you are. Strong core, smooth breath. And take your left arm, stretch it forward alongside the ear. With stability, back to your plank. We're gonna pause and plank once again for another inhale and exhale. And inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Vinyasa or downward dog, moving through with your breath. And gently lower your knees down to your mat. Shift your hips back towards your heels. And come back to your child's pose just as we started, taking a few moments to let your body soften. Arms can gently stretch forward or stretch back. Face soft, belly soft. Again, just creating this moment of space. And take a full breath in through the nose. And sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. Reach your arms forward if you have them back. You're gonna rise back up to your hands and knees. You tuck your toes with your hips all the way up and back to your downward dog. We're gonna do that shift between plank and then shifting back to downward dog with a twist, just like we did earlier. So inhale, shift your shoulders forward over your wrists into plank. Hips reach back, right hand to the outside of your left leg. Back to plank, shift your shoulders forward, strong core, shift the hips back, left hand to the outside of your right leg. Two more on each side, heart forward, hips back with that twist. Heart forward, hips up and back, adding that twist. One more on each side. Shift forward to plank, shoulders over your wrists. And then keeping both palms down, lift the hips up and back into your downward dog. Take your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged downward dog. Then step it all the way through between your palms. We're rising up to your high crescent. Sweep up through the arms, through the chest, through the fingertips. And keep your fingertips reaching up. Lower your back knee down. Good, so you can keep your back toes tucked under. If it's comfortable, you can point your toes back and flatten that foot. So coming into this deep lunge, touch your palms overhead. Hands through the heart center, twist to the right. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Press your palms together and spin the chest open. And with your back knee grounded, sometimes that just creates more stability so you can work on twisting even deeper. Full breaths in and out. If you want to snuggle your left arm, maybe the tricep or even closer towards the shoulder goes to the outside of the knee, you can try that to get into a deeper twist. Press your palms together. Breathe fully. Try to relax both shoulders away from the ears. Good, strong core, come back up through center, sweep the arms up. Good, tuck your back toes under and lift your back knee up. From here, reach your heart forward, reach your arms back. Reach your arms back up towards the sky. Bring your hands in front of the heart space. You're gonna move into warrior three, lifting your back leg up, floating and reaching the heel back, heart forward. And from here, reach your arms out to a T. Turn your palms to face down and just feel this wide stretch across the chest. Good, you might like to use a block. If you wanna go a little bit deeper, we'll go for a twist. Taking your left hand down underneath the shoulder or to a block and turning your chest open to the right, reaching your right fingertips up towards the sky. Steady breaths. If you take this twist in the balance, try to lift your left leg even higher. And take one more inhale breath. And then as you exhale, big step back, high crescent. Bend your front knee, plant the ball of the foot down, reach your arms up. Open up to your warrior two. Reach it back to reverse warrior. Circle your hands down to your mat, step it back to plank, vinyasa, or downward dog. We're gonna do that flow of plank and downward dog with a twist, just one time on each side. So inhale, shift forward to plank, shoulders over your wrists. Press the hips up and back, right hand to the outside of your left leg. Shift forward to plank. Left hand to the outside of your right leg. Head shift forward to plank. And just press your hips all the way up and back to your downward dog. Take your left leg up towards the sky. Step it all the way through between your palms. Rise up to your high crescent, sweeping the arms up. And keeping your chest lifted, slowly lower your right knee down onto your mat. And you can point your toes back or you can keep your toes tucked under. Just adjust yourself into this nice lunge, stacking your left knee over the heel. And touch your palms overhead. Bring your hands through the center line of the body. Twist to your left, right elbow to the outside of the knee. Full deep breaths in your twist. Feel that openness across the back as you twist open. And again, maybe you can work your tricep or even towards the shoulder to the outside of the knee to help you twist your chest open a little bit more. Full breaths. Good, strong core, come back up through center, reach your arms up. Good, from here, tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee up, so we're back into high crescent. Lean your heart forward, sweep your arms back. Good, reach your arms back up towards the sky. Bring your hands in front of the heart. We're gonna pop forward into warrior three, bouncing on your left foot, right leg lifts. Flex through the back of the heel. And then warrior three, take your arms wide open, stretch across the chest, palms turn down. Strong core, lots of strength in your standing leg. And maybe from here you go into your twist, bringing your right fingertips down underneath the shoulder, twisting your chest open towards the left and lifting your left arm up high. Keep the crown of your head reaching forward and reach back through the right heel. Maybe you can lift your right leg a little bit higher. And take one more inhale. Start to bend to your left knee, take a big step back. Rise up to your high crescent, facing forward. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Good, inhale, reach it back to reverse warrior. And exhale, circle your hands all the way down to your mat. Plant your palms, step it back to plank. Vinyasa or downward dog. And steady full breaths in, full breaths out. And then start to walk, step or float your feet up to your hands. Rise up halfway. Exhale and fold it back down. Rise all the way to standing, sweeping your arms up, touching your palms overhead at the top. Exhale, hands to the heart. Okay, so we're going to come back into that half moon twist just one more time. It's a tricky pose. It can be very challenging, but just to get another opportunity to practice. And we're going to do it without that big flow, but just getting right into it. So from here, balancing onto your right foot, start to bring your left knee in towards the chest, flex through the left foot, and lean your heart forward, kick back through the left heel. Keep the hips balanced as you lengthen through the back side of the body. Open up your arms out to a T. You can stay here or go for your twist. Left fingertips down, reaching your right fingertips up. Try to really expand across the arms, lengthen through the crown of the head, and reach back through the heel. Maybe you can lift your left leg a little bit higher. Breathe fully. Go ahead, gently into your high crescent, bend into your front knee, step the ball of your left foot down, reach the arms up. Exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Inhale, reach it back, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat. Step it back, vinyasa, or straight back into your downward dog. Bring your feet forward to your hands, walk, step, or float. Rise up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold it back down, all the way to stand, sweeping arms up, touching palms overhead at the top. Exhaling, hands to the heart space. And last standing balance. Balancing on the left foot, bring your right knee about to the level of the hip. Good, reach your heart forward, kick your right heel back. Strong warrior three. Back side of the body strong, open up your arms out to a T. And find this balance. You can always stay here or into your twist. Right fingertips underneath the shoulder, reach up through the left arm. And feel those opposing energies. Strong energy across from fingertips to fingertips across the chest. And back through the heel and forward through the crown of the head. And one more inhale breath wherever you are. Big step back, rise up, high crescent, sweeping the arms up. And exhale, open it up to your warrior two. Inhale, reach it back to reverse warrior. And exhale, plant your palms down. Step it back to plank. Last vinyasa or downward dog, moving through with the breath. And we're gonna walk, step, or hop through to seated. And crossing your legs, sitting up tall. Bring your hands to the outsides of your hips, and then bend your knees and plant your feet down about hip distance apart. Take your hands a little bit behind your hips, a little bit wider than the hips, and point your fingertips towards the front of your mat. Good, from here, press into your hands and feet. Lift the hips up to this reverse tabletop, opening up through the front side of the body. Steady breaths in and out. And just gently lower your hips back down. And from here, we're gonna come into double pigeon or just cross your legs. So you wanna stack your right shin over the left, right knee over the left heel, and the left heel over the right knee. Try to get that crossing of the legs to stack right on top. If that's too much, you can always just cross your legs, right leg in front. Come to the fingertips, sit up tall, take an inhale. Now as you exhale, fold your chest forward. And you see if it feels nice to reach your fingertips back or reach your arms forward. And fold in, feel this stretch into the outside of the right hip. Try to relax your head and neck down. Soften the face, soften the shoulders, let your body melt. Come back up to a tall spine. Hands a little bit behind you, fingertips pointing forward to the outsides of your hips. Plant your feet down again, and just for a few breaths, press into the feet, press into the palms, lift the hips up into your reverse tabletop. And gently start to lower your hips back down. And sitting up tall, you're gonna do the opposite side of double pigeon. So crossing your left shin over the right shin with your feet flexed. Or you can just cross your left foot in front of the right. Sit up tall. And then as you exhale, either reaching your fingertips back or reaching your arms forward as you fold in. And last couple of breaths. And gently come back up to seated. Uncross your legs. We're just gently going to guide ourselves all the way down onto our backs. Take a moment to hug your knees in towards your chest. You can gently rock side to side. Give yourself a little massage. And then turn your knees over towards the left. You can bump your hips a little bit to the right and open your arms out for your spinal twist. You can make this a simple 2-knee twist. You can cross one leg over the other. Just taking your favorite type of twist. Option to gaze over your right shoulder. Feel free to close your eyes, starting to let the spine settle and reset. And take a full breath in and a full breath out. Head and knees back up through center, twist in the opposite way. Take a full breath in and out. Come back through center. Realign your hips with your spine if you shifted them at all. Hug your knees into the chest one more time, just giving yourself a hug. Find gratitude for your body. And start to relax your arms down, relax your feet down. And set yourself up for your final rest, Savasana. You can lay down flat. You can always bend the knees up or open the knees out to the sides with the bottoms of the feet touching. Relax your eyes closed. One more full breath together. Big inhale through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth. Let it go. And find that full release. Let your face soften. Let your eyes relax back. Allow your jaw to relax. Shoulders heavy, belly soft, hips heavy. Rest down through the arms into the fingers and down through the legs all the way into the toes. And receive the benefits of your strong practice today.
Stay grounded and rested. Start to gently deepen your breath. Take a fuller breath in, a fuller breath out. Come back to your surroundings. You can keep your eyes relaxed, closed, and on your next inhale, reach your arms all the way back behind you. Just feel this nice long stretch through your body from end to end. And gently start to bend your knees up. Roll over to your favorite side for your fetal position, just passing through for a moment. And as you rest your head into your upper arm, let your knees curl in towards your chest any amount that feels comfortable. And take another deep breath in through the nose. Sigh it out through the mouth, let it go. Release any remaining tension. And if you can still keep your eyes rested closed, just follow the voice forward. Use your hands and arms to gently press yourself up to your meditation seat. And grounding through your sitting bones, sitting up nice and tall, and just resting your hands to the tops of the thighs. If we go back to the roots of our yoga practice, this physical practice is just a very small part, and it's meant to keep our bodies limber and fit so that this seated meditation is comfortable, so we can sit still and find our meditation. Touch your palms together in front of the heart. And we'll stay in this stillness a little bit longer. You can choose to contemplate back to your intention. You can find gratitude or positivity in any way for a few more breaths. Your next round of breath, circle your arms out and around. Inhale, touch your palms overhead at the top of the breath. And keeping your palms pressed, bring your hands back down in front of the heart space. And I'll invite you to chant with me the sound of Om to close our practice. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Om. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.